So earlier on, we just did the Bitcoin news of today, and you started talking about hedge funds and obviously your background in hedge funds. And I was like, oh, hold on a minute, mate, because we're going into the crypto news. And there has been some massive, massive developments in the world of cryptos. So let's go into this one actually. So I'm just checking my notes again. We'll start with a serious one because I know there's one point in here that you won't be happy about. As a former hedge fund trader and a professional trader, you don't like the silly tokens. But XRP Ripple news, there's been a huge breakthrough. Judge Torres, who's obviously the judge of the case for Ripple versus the SEC, she's granted a Michi status, if I'm saying that right, I'm not sure, to John Deacon and Movance, and denies motion to intervene by the SEC. So basically what that means is that they now get to present their case in the final kind of, like in the movies where Matthew McConaughey strides forward and gets the whole jury to kind of believe and saves the day. Well, now Ripple get the chance to have that, when before they weren't literally allowed to present anything on their case, which is a massive, massive breakthrough, because it's becoming clear that Gensler is very much anti-cryptos, almost anti-XRP. What are your thoughts on that as a professional trader and someone who used to work in the banks and the hedge funds?
Yeah, I mean, it's this has been ongoing for a while now, but I don't think Ripple is the only one that's going to be targeted. Now, obviously, the outcome of this case is going to be it's in the balance, I would say, but up to now, what we've seen is like that, they normally get away with a fine or some kind of negotiation. I think the fact that they're going to get the opportunity to defend themselves, I think, is important. And I know, just kind of reading online and seeing what the team feel, they really feel that once they present their case, that it will be a slam dunk win for Ripple. That's kind of the sentiment. What's interesting, I think, is also to look at the price. I mean, the Ripple hasn't really done much. It's kind of waiting at the moment. It's kind of waiting for the outcome of this, and it's going to have an effect on other cryptocurrencies for sure in that space. And I guess like one of my fears is how it might affect, some of the sort of DeFi coins that I'm invested in DeFi and I believe in DeFi, but I do think that the SEC might be coming after them after Ripple. So that's going to be an interesting one. But obviously, if Ripple win the case, then it might just kind of be, I guess, a non-event after that point. But I do think that it's interesting. I think, for me, I think Ripple will win the case. I'm positioned long in Ripple, and I do believe that there's no way that they can class Ripple as a stock. It doesn't do the same thing as a stock, so it's just being heard. And I think it's one of those where it's, I guess, an old regulation. There's no real way of defining it yet, and I think after this, it might just redefine how all of the cryptos are looked at, and maybe it will open up the space for everything to be okay. So yeah, that's kind of really my thoughts on it, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're trying to rule that it's a security, right? Like you said. But if they can't do that, and there is someone, part of the SEC, so Gensler is very much against it. There's kind of two camps forming. There's a guy called Hector Purse, I believe his name is. What he's doing is he's saying, look, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to push for clearer regulation, which is fine. But then Gensler's trying to say, no, it's a security, and then that's why you have to do this, you can't do this. And obviously Ripple are feeling extremely got at and extremely victimized by this. But if it goes the way that you're saying, again, what's that going to do but nothing but help the adoption of cryptos in the mainstream, which moves us on to our next bit of crypto news for today. And that's one of the biggest banks in America. So look, the SEC are trying to say, no, cryptos and stocks, they're securities, blah, blah, blah. The Bank of America have announced that cryptocurrencies are now too large of a market to ignore, and that it's massively bullish on cryptocurrencies. So much so that it's set to launch its own research coverage, which means that more institutional money will be coming into cryptos alongside, again, more people who don't actually know about cryptos to find out about what it is, what it does. Like, complete polar opposite of the last thing that we've spoken about, right? Can you remember, it wasn't long ago when Jamie Dimon, JP Morgan, they were trying to stop people from buying cryptos. And now the Bank of America is saying, look, cryptos is a beast, like you were saying earlier. It's a beast. We want to get on this. We want to ride this bad boy up to the moon.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, and I think that's just going to keep growing, and it really kind of, and I think that if you think like the percentage of people that are involved in crypto right now is tiny. Some people really feel that they're really, really late to the game. Like they really feel late to the game. And of course, like we'd rather have bought Bitcoin when it was at cents, right? Like, you know, you'd rather have got started in 2010 when hardly anybody knew about it. But in comparison to, you know, where we are, like it's the first time we've got somebody using Bitcoin to pay for stuff, like El Salvador, right? Like, as we said earlier. And I think, you know, that's one thing. But, you know, if you, for these guys that we're here with us right now, they've been with us for a little while, they probably feel like, you know, they've been in the crypto space for quite a while. But like, if you go and kind of ask the general Joe blogs down the road, they don't know anything about crypto, right? They don't know anything about crypto. They don't understand it. They don't know what it is. And, you know, never mind if you said NFT, what's an NFT? You know, this is just like an alien language to them, like the majority of people. So if you imagine, when will those people get involved? When everyone else, like when all the institutions are already in, like we're already in, obviously. But those people eventually will get involved when the price is much, much higher. So it's like the guys that are buying Apple now, right? They're buying Google right now, right? They're investing in Google and they're investing in Apple, right? Well, it would have been better to do it 20 years ago. And I guess crypto right now is 15, 20 years ago of that generation. So I think it's, yeah, there's just so much potential and it really is early, really early. So
I love that video. I love that video that you posted in the group, in the Facebook group, for that guy who invested in Apple, right? And he was going to sell it when he got in, and he was going to make like a few $100,000 profit. And he rang up his mentor and he was like, "I'm going to cash out." He was like, "If you cash out, I'm not working with you anymore."
Yeah,
like, it was a really, like, really good video.
To millions, right? 20 million or something.
Yeah, 16 million. $16 million.
Yeah, that's a really good example. I mean, it is tempting, like for anybody. Like once you've made a certain amount of money, like I always believe, look, take some out. Like even if it's just your initial investment, take it out. But then the rest of it, you should leave it, because if, for example, you invested and you turn, let's say, I don't know, you turn 10 grand into 50 grand and you cash it out, the likelihood is in 5 years' time, that's probably going to be worth $500,000, like as a generalization, right? So you have to really think about that. So for me, it's like, I'm looking at this as a long-term game where cryptocurrencies are the mainstream, and you need to have a 5-year plan. You can't be thinking about what's going to happen next month or 2 months or 3 months. Oh my God, Bitcoin's gone down 20%, 30%. It's the end of the world. It's not. It's an opportunity. And that's how we look at things here.
Cool. Okay. So the last point I want to cover in the crypto news that's come out today, old Elon Musk, bless him. Elon has been doing...
He's getting on my nerves. I used to like him, but he tweets too much.
Well, he tweets when he wants to get some cash flow in.
Absolutely.
To Tesla. I'm sure of it. So
I need to get that kind of power, mate.
Mate, good
we need to grow this group, guys.
I don't know if anybody has seen this, and let us know what you think in the group about old Elon, bless him. But so basically, it's come out. He's been doing his thing again. Tesla has announced it's set to accept Shiba Inu coin, which is now
Serious.
predicted. But listen to this, right? Listen to this. This is where it gets valid, right? So Shiba Inu is now predicted to hit 10 cents, and it's still not even at a cent yet. It's got resistance around that 0.8, and it screams alarm bells to me, and I'll tell you the reason why. So last month, it was listed on Coinbase and Binance, and it broke through its resistance. So it's like there's 5 zeros, so it's 0.00007, and then it's gone up to 0.00087. It's ranging around that area. So it's pretty small. It's got 60,000 followers on their Twitter group or something, but they've already launched a Shiba Swap currency exchange, which is now available to the world's biggest exchanges. They've got like a layer 2 authenticity that they're working on to make it even faster. They've passed the trading volume of Doge all within like the last couple of months. The amount of backing that these guys are getting are huge. Now, obviously, as a professional trader, you're in it to make money. But what do you think when you hear things like this? Because obviously now linking with Elon is clever because he hasn't actually said anything. They're just speculating and using his name. But by all accounts, Tesla will accept Shiba Inu coin if someone wants to buy one of their cars.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. I think I've said this before. Personally, I wouldn't invest in something that I thought was a joke, or I couldn't see a genuine project with a genuine team that's innovative in creating something good for the world.
Wait, Andy, just to clarify, because you're a bit on the fence of this. What is your opinion of Shiba Inu? Just to clarify.
Just to clarify, I think it's dog poo.
I see what you did there, mate. I see
you
what
like
you did
that one, huh? And you've got the
good.
bags to you know. Look, on a serious note, it's up to every individual to decide where they invest their money. I look there's investing and there's trading, by the way. And when I'm trading to make money. I don't care what I'm trading in because I'm literally doing my work. I'm trying to find movements, trying to find high probability situations. If I can trade whatever, Shiba Inu, doggy, whatever somebody wants to create, and I can make money and it's a good probability trade, I'll take the trade. Of course, that's my job. I need to grow my trading account and get my results. But when it comes to investment, I kind of have two things. One, I'm looking to make money for sure. We're investing in something because we believe that it's going to go up in value. But I genuinely am investing in the project, like the idea behind it as well. Something I like about it, something that really resonates with me, or something I think that can make a real difference to the world. So I have both, and both are important to me. Like I really need to understand what is it that they're trying to solve, and have they got the right team? Have they got the right ideas? How is it going to better the world? Not necessarily for me, but just in general. And if I can combine that with it making sense financially, then it's the perfect combination. And it could be, again, it could be me not fully understanding something, and I'm always open to that. But when I look at Dogecoin, when I look at Shiba Inu, I look at them as joke coins. There's nothing to those coins. Nobody's innovated anything new. And I just don't see the purpose that they bring, like that other coins. There's some cryptocurrencies that bring so much more that don't get the same attention. So I can't bring myself to invest in these cryptocurrencies, if I'm being honest. Like from that perspective.
Fair enough. Well, look, we're just checking with some of the comments. Facebook user, please click on the StreamYard link. We probably know who you are if you do that, and we can see your photo and your name, which is cool. But you make a valid point, whoever you are. Now he's flip-flopping between Doge and Shiba. Yeah, no one really knows what old Elon is up to, but he must have a method to his madness. Gary Hartley is saying, I'm really happy with that. Sheep all the way. He spent $50 on it ages ago for a punt. He's hodling 3.8 million coins. Nice.
Good job.
Keep it to $1. Keep it to $1, Gary. If Elon's involved, dollar easy.
Possible.